Hey guys, we'll get started here in a couple minutes. Just give me a moment. I'm getting a couple things organized here for you guys. Thanks. Hey guys. Alright, so. Sorry. Just getting caught up on everything on my end. Hope all is well. Oh, that's really cool. Alright, let me just grab my beer and then we'll get started here. Alright, happy Tuesday, everybody. Let's use that right here. Little field study IPA. Got a couple more, another 6 packs of these good guys the other day. Alright, hope all is well with everybody. I was a little under the weather here, so I'm slightly behind on some of the orders from Friday. I was definitely not feeling great. Visited my dad over the weekend, and then really could not feel anything until Sunday night, the earliest. Was really under the weather. So I apologize. That slight delay with everything from Friday's break. Donald, so Dad Bucks can get you either discounts, or if we do special giveaway breaks, then they'll be able to be used for that. But for right now, not a whole lot other than discounts at this point. Every once in a while, I'll do giveaway breaks, though. And those can be redeemed for spots and giveaways. Alright, I do want to send out apologies. I thought I had a whole case of basketball jerseys that I didn't have. And I had those listed. And I had to let everybody know that I didn't have them. I gave you guys that bought it an additional gift cards if you had a basketball spot and now you don't. That'll explain things. I apologize again. Give you a full refund, and then also gave you a gift card in your email as well. That was my bad. I didn't realize that I did that. Every once in a while you play stupid on TV. Shorter break tonight. Nothing, no marathon tonight. So if you bought 5 or more spots, automatically, as always, get something in the mail. Tonight, 5 or more spots get you a pack of Prestige 2024 Gravity, some Topps NBL, it's a hobby pack, little Pokemon Trick or Trade pack. Yeah, we got some bubble gum coming your way. Some 1990 Topps baseball and a Topps Chrome Garbage Pail Kids pack. If you bought 10 or more spots, we'll upgrade you. How about a Jumbo Chronicles baseball pack from 2023? Some Chronicles 24-25 Gravity, Pokemon Trick or Trade pack, Topps Chrome Garbage Pail Kids pack, and a little Absolute 2024 football Gravity. So, as long as you buy 5 or more, as always, something's coming your way in the mail. What up, Jake, and Jake? Alright, guys. What is... Oh, wait. Give me about 35 seconds. I do want to make an update to the site for you guys real quick. You would think I'd be more prepared for this part. I always forget. Takes me not too long though to get this up. Alright. We are all set. Alright. So here we are. We're at dad-breaks.com. We're scheduled for right now, Tuesday, and then on Friday, this upcoming Friday, so tonight, and then on Friday. And then we're going to do, the only break we'll do next week is going to be on Wednesday, July 2nd. Just because of the 4th of July being on that Friday, I thought I'd just do one break next week, and we'll move it to Wednesday. So we'll do a Wednesday break next week is the only break next week. And then the following week, I believe I'm only going to be able to do one on Friday. I think I'm traveling that week. Across the state, State College area, Pennsylvania. So I think that's the way it'll be. I'll know more actually by Friday of this week. Alright, so here's what's available. Not a whole lot. Smaller break tonight, so shorter. Won't keep you up till 2 in the morning. Baseball. This is the single jersey. It's a 2-box break. So, 2 teams for one price. It's a single box. All right, and we have the Astros, Rangers, the Braves, the Tigers, the Cubs, White Sox, the Mets, Marlins, Orioles, Nationals, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Rockies, Diamondbacks, Twins, Brewers, Yankees, Rays. So a lot of really good spots available out there for this break. Again, I apologize. There was a basketball break just like this. There were more spots sold in that one. I had to cancel and refund those just because of an idiotic mistake on my end. I didn't have that box anymore. So wanted to make sure that was clear. Centennial, Dad's Breaks was one of the... there were only 10 people that were able... 10 stores that were able to purchase a case of these. This was never made available to the public, so very, very special. Really not a huge profit on this end for this break for me. Just a really special, fun break with the chance for massive, massive hits. We've already pulled one of these headliners even already, the Randy Moss autograph rookie. So many huge potential hits in there. We've got the autograph 8x10 and the jersey in that break as well. Baseball. This is the Gold Rush, 2 Gold Rush baseballs, 1 autographed baseball bat. At this point, we just have the Rockies, the Athletics, the Twins, and the Padres available. And then the last but not least, we have the Funko break. So it's 1 autographed Funko, 1 autographed 8x10 photo, and then 1 autographed jersey. Alright, so that is all that is available left tonight. Everything else is sold out, either through eBay or on the site. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. Let me know. Let me update my... Oh, happy birthday early, Donald. Decided not to do July 4th break. I didn't think that many people would be clamoring to get in the break room on July 4th. Alright, you know what? Let's not do this break. The one I had out there, we're not going to do that one. And the reason being, that one is a brand new case, so I'm going to wait on that one a little bit, alright? I don't know why I don't have the Ravens in there. Give me 1 second. See why I don't have the Ravens. That Matt. Oh, it's not here. Matt, it should have shown up. Oh well. Alright, Matt has that Matt G. Alright, so this is going to be, and I'll refresh that here in a second, for 1 autographed football. It's going to be this one right here, actually, box 27. And it's going to be paired up with this jersey, actually. Last one from the case, box 1 on the jersey. Alright, so last one on those cases. So what I'm going to have everybody do, you're going to put in the chat 2 NFL teams, 1 line. If you guys guess correctly, I will have you guys put those in the chat. Alright, so 2 NFL teams, 1 line. If you guess correctly, one person will get a chance at a box of mystery. And it'll be these 2 boxes, box 1, box 27. Let me refresh that to make sure that Matt's spot shows. Alright. Jake, I just saw your message. That's funny. Alright, so I have one spot is not being paid for, so I'm going to be adding a spot to the website here in a second. Alright. So I added a mini helmet brake spot just as a heads up that was unpaid out there. Alright. Oh, that's awesome, Thomas. Alright, guys. Last call, no guesses. Steve has the Cards. Michael's got the Falcons. Matt's got the Ravens. Mike has the Bills. Matt P with the Panthers. Matt G with the Bears. George has the Bungles. Gregory's got the Browns. Rick has the Cowboys. Juan's got the Broncos. We've got Jake with the Lions. Justin with the Pack Attack. David's got the Texans. Elizabeth in the house here with the Colts. Matt's got the Jags. David's got the Chiefs and the Raiders. June's got the Chargers. Daniel's got the Rams. Stacy's got the Dolphins, the Vikes, and the Pats. Matt has the Saints. Matt G with the Giants. David with the Jets. Stacy's got the Eagles. Charlene's got the Steelers. Dave has the Niners. Elizabeth with the Seahawks. Justin's got the Bucks. Dudley with the Titans. And Gregory over there on the commode. Alright, guys, I'm calling it. No more guesses. Let's do this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, here we go, here we go. Box one, let's go. Alright, box one, it's sealed up. Secondary seal all the way around. Alright, there's that secondary seal. We'll cut into that right now. Let's see it. H.A. Hampton. Alright, we have Hall of Famer from Chicago Bears. Defensive lineman Dan Hampton. Dan Hampton. Nice size signature on that right there. Beckett on our authentication. Alright, Dan Hampton, Chicago Bear, Hall of Famer. That's going to go out to Matt G. Matt G on the hit right there. Congratulations, Matt. A little Dan Hampton love. Alright. We are now going to progress on to box 27. You can see the seal all the way around. Hall of Famer, let's go! Woo woo! Alright, we're gonna cut into this. We'll do it right here. Secondary seals all over that bad boy. Actually just saw this name on a jersey over the weekend. We just pulled this name on a jersey over the weekend. It's a Hall of Famer. It's a Hall of Famer, guys. Did not play football in college. We have on a Duke football. The Beckett seal has seen better days. Not gonna lie. But we have Antonio Gates coming out of here. Antonio Gates on an autograph football right here. The Duke. All right, that guys. Wilson live enabled. All right, that is going to go out to the Chargers. June. What a hit. What a hit. What a hit. All right, Antonio Gates. And there again is a look at the signature. Nice size sig on that. All right. There is a Beckett cert that goes with it. Alright, Bears and Chargers for the guesses. Alright, where are our Bears and Chargers guesses? Jeff with the Chargers. Is Jeff the only one? I think Jeff... Somebody correct me if I'm right or wrong. But Jeff, I think you are the only correct guess. Francis, all right. Thank you. Sorry, Francis. Well, I'll just copy and paste your names. Like so. Top name on the 7th time gets to pick a box of mystery. There'll be 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. There's 5 times. There's 6 and 7 times. Alright, it is going to be Jeff. Alright, Jeff, congratulations. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy, and we did this break right here. Alright, so 2 hits, 1 whammy. Not all hits and whammies are created equal. Alright, you have gold. You have babes. And you've got trash. Alright, Jeff. Trash it is. Alright, Jeff. You passed up on the Babe. And inside the Babe was a pack of Chronicles 2021 football. Jeff, you passed up on the gold. And inside the gold was your very own Ted Lasso Funko Pop. So you missed out on a Ted Lasso whammy Funko Pop. Alright. Jeff, how about a chance for a Patrick Mahomes rookie card? Let's do it. A 2017 Donruss Elite Draft Picks pack. Let's do it. Chance for a rookie here. A Mahomes rookie. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Big time. Big time. Let's see if this is the night the Mahomes rookie gets pulled. Alright. We have a Marlon Mack rookie. Cam Sutton. Jamal Adams rookie right there. Malachi Dupre. There's a Dan Feeney. Shelton Gibson. Leonard Fournette. Jabril Peppers. Isaiah Ford. DJ Howard. a parallel rookie of Deshaun Watson. All right, there's a nice looking Deshaun Watson rookie. An auto, a Matt Milano auto coming out of there. All right, look at that. A Matt Milano autograph rookie. All right, so you didn't get a Mahomes rookie, but you got an autographed Matt Milano. An LT, Dak, OBJ, Eric Dickerson, Jarvis Landry, Alshon Jeffrey, Larry Fitz, and a Corey Coleman. Pretty good pack. Pretty good pack. That'll start us off real nice. All right, Jeff, congratulations. Cheers. All right. I think it's a good time for some divisional love. Let's do a mini helmet. All right, guys. In the chat, you're just going to give me one NFL division. If you correctly guess, your name's going to go into random.org. And at the end of these 4 breaks, we're going to take all the names that guess correctly. We're going to put them into random.org. We're going to take the top 2 names. And we're going to have 3 possible boxes. And we'll do 2 hits, 1 whammy, and one of those whammies, I'll put that Funko back out there. So that whammy will be a Funko. And so we'll have 2 hits and 1 Funko whammy. So go ahead and give me an NFL division as a guess. A little Ted Lasso love for somebody. Alright, I have boxes 4 and 8 for the mini helmet here. 4 and 8. So 4 and 8, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 8. Let's go. Alright, coming on to box number 8. Coming off box 4. Alright, guys, in this break, we have Steve with the AFC East, Timothy of the AFC North, Elizabeth the AFC South, Gregory the AFC West, Timothy the NFC East, Jake the NFC North, Kelsey the NFC South, and Steve the NFC West. Alright, no more guesses. Good luck to everybody. Get a little beer juice out there, a little Fitz of magic. Get that all juiced up. This is going to be box 8. This is sealed up. It's all the way around, and this is going to be a rip it, and ship it. We have a specialty helmet. How about this? How about a rave? Look at this. It is a Cincinnati Bengal rave Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase rave helmet. That is insanely awesome. Beckett on the authentication. Jamar Chase. That is going to go out to Timothy. Timothy, what a hit. Jamar Chase. Beckett on your authentication. That's a monster. AFC North Timothy. Alright, if you guessed AFC North, your name is getting in the pile here. Like the Sea Tunt. I don't know who Sea Tunt is, but I love it. It probably stands for like Seattle, but I like just thinking this is a tough guy on a ship going through the Atlantic or through the Pacific, and he's just a tunt, Sea Tunt. Gotta have that deep voice. Alright, AFC North. Mike / Charlene Anderson. And then I've got Steve. And then Jones. Alright, so I've got 4 names. C-Tunt, Mike / Charlene Anderson, Steve, and then Jones. If I miss anybody, let me know. C-Tunt is like complete opposite. Sorry, Jones. All right. It's a time for a little basketball. All right, we know it's going to be box 2, this box right here. So go ahead, put your basketball guesses in. Because we're going to get going. It's the ball you see right there, box number 2. In this break, we have Jake, David, and Kelsey. Alright, Jake's got the Atlantic. David with the Central. Kelsey has the Southeast. And then David has the Northwest, the Pacific, and the Southwest. Alright. We're going to call this. No more guesses. Good luck, guys. Kyle and Rick, I got you guys in there. Alright, give it a little love tap right there from the basketball. Box 2. Box 2 is sealed up all the way around. It's just another rip it, then ship it. Alright, it's Wilson. Wilson! Back in our authentication. Alright, there's a look at the signature. I think I want to say it might be a Chris Mullen, but that I'm not positive, so I'll look it up on Beckett here. But to me, that might be a Chris Mullen. Alright. Beckett. Let's verify you. Alright, we got 1 W 855028. Alright, so we've got 2336. It is! Look at me. Chris Mullen. Alright, guys, that'll be a Pacific hit with the Warriors. Chris Mullen Pacific going out to David. David, congratulations. Well, Chris Mullen love. And there again is your authentication. Nice hit. Dream Teamer. Jones. Alright. If you had Pacific, your name is getting added. Kyle. Donald. Elizabeth and Thomas. And Jones. David and Will. And Jake, and June, and Mike / Charlene. A lot of Pacific. Getting specific with the Pacific. Alright, so I have added Kyle, Donald, Jones, Thomas, Elizabeth, Mike / Charlene, June, Jake, and Dad and Will. And you are welcome, Dave. Alright, go ahead. You are now going to guess either active baseball, retired baseball, active football, retired football, active basketball, retired basketball, hockey or other. We know it's going to be this photo. It's the last one in here. Box 2. Box 2 for the photo for 8x10. What we don't know is what it's going to be for the 16x20. Box 6 is out there. We also have 7, 8, and 10. So 6, 7, 8, and 10 are possibilities here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6, the one that's out there. Let's do it. Alright, last call on those guesses. Jake has active and retired baseball. Elizabeth has active football. Just in time for retired football. Elizabeth has active basketball. Charlene has retired basketball. Case has hockey. And Elizabeth has other. Alright, no more guesses. Box 2. Box 2. Alright, let's get that good luck baseball duck out there. Quack, quack! Box 2. Box 2 right here. See that seal going across? We have retired football Hall of Famer, Mike Singletary. Mike Singletary coming out of here. All right, so we have Hall of Famer, retired. This will be going out to Justin. Justin, congratulations. Samurai Mike, Secretary of Defense. All right, nice hit. Mike Singletary. All right. This is box 6. Box 6, if you can see it like that. All right, sealed up. This is all the way. Let's go. Let's cut it. Give it one cut there. Another cut here. Properly set it up so you can see it correctly. Like that. Let's go. We are looking at an autographed tennis player. Autographed tennis player, Jimmy Connors. That's awesome. That's a great pull. This will go down as other Jimmy Connors. That's a great pull. Look at that. Look at that. Jimmy Connors on an old school early metal racket. All right, Elizabeth. Nice hit. Elizabeth, this is an all-time great tennis player right there, actually. That was an amazing pull. And that is JSA on the authentication. Yeah, in the 70s, Jimmy Connors was hot. He was hot inside of tennis, and then he was a media darling even. For better or worse. Alright, it's hockey puck time. But first, I gotta figure out who got it correctly. Hold on. Let's see. Other and retired football for the guesses. Other and retired football. Alright, Dudley. What up, Dudley? Michael Miller. Nate. Or Nathan. Tony. What up, Tony? Tired football or other? Do we even have an other guess? Jeff. No other guesses. Alright, so I have only here Dudley, Michael, Nathan, Tony, and Jeff. If I miss anybody, let me know. Alright, now it's hockey time. Go ahead, put in your hockey guess. One division, and it'll be one puck. Our place order is puck number 2. We also have numbers 19, 54, 74, and 99. Alright, so on the table, 2, 19, 54, 74, 99. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 74. Alright, 74. There you are. Placing number 2. How about that pick, Pacific? What about it, Donald? There was no Pacific on that. Or in this one there is. Oh, I already added you. I already went over that already, Donald. We're good. You already got added. Alright. Box 74. In this break, we got David with the Atlantic. Steve has the Metro and the Central. And Daniel with the Pacific. Alright, guys. I thought you were commenting about this one here, Donald. Threw me off for a second. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, no more guesses. Let's get right into this. See what we're rolling with. A little hockey. Alright, puck, yeah. Alright, he's in there for a breakaway. Coming in, he shoots, he scores! Alright, cheers. Good luck. And yes, my daughter gives me those things. That was a birthday present earlier this year. Along with things like this. So, we use it. Alright, 74. This can just seal or come right off. See these seals right there and down there. Across we go. Alright, here we go. We have Chicago Blackhawk. We have Golder, Peter Mrazek. Peter Mrazek. I believe he's a goaltender, right? Peter Mrazek. Chicago Blackhawk. Now, I'm going to feel like an idiot when I find out that he's not a goaltender. Alright. Peter Mrazek. Yeah, he's a goaltender. Ooh, I thought I was dumb for a second. Peter Mrazek. Alright. Long time goaltender. He's with the Wings again. I thought he started his career. Yes, he did. And he went back to the Wings this year. At the trade deadline. Interesting. Alright, well, for Chicago, either way, this is going to go out to Steve. Steve, congratulations. This would be a central hit. Peter Mrazek. Long time goaltender in the NHL. I thought so. No, it does not. Yes, it kind of has like the... Just throw it across like the logo, like how it would have been in like the 40s, really. Peter Mrazek? Mrazek. Maybe that's how you spell it. Never played it for the Penguins, so... But I did know who it was to know that it was a goalie. Yes, it does. That's what I was thinking, like a sweater from like the 40s even. Although Because back then, team name was about all they could do, although Maple Leaf said you could do a little bit more. Alright. If you guessed the Central, your name is going to get added. Jones, Tony, and Kyle. I see you guys. Kyle, Jones, and Tony. Nathan McDonald on there again. Kelsey. Alright, I think that's everybody. I could be wrong, but I think the only names we added are Kyle, Jones, Tony, Nathan, and Kelsey. I agree, Jake, and I kind of like that a lot. Alright, as promised, there will be one whammy. That whammy will be a Funko. Alright. We've got 2 hits. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. We had basketball, football, and we had a multi-sport, so we'll do baseball as a giveaway. Alright, 2 hits, 1 whammy. We'll put the egg over there, the silver, and the gold. Alright. Everybody that's in here that had a chance gets a chance. We'll take the top 2 names that are different. If for some reason Tony's name shows up first and second spot, we'll take the 3rd name because we're going to have 2 unique names for the giveaway here. Top 2 unique names. Going to get a box of mystery, your choice. There really is no whammy, but there is a whammy. There's 5. There's 6. One more is going to make it 7. Alright, Mike / Charlene Anderson, and then Tony. Alright, congrats Mike / Charlene, and then Tony, you're going to get to pick second. So Charlene, go ahead and make the first selection, and then Tony, you're going to make the second selection. Alright, Charlene's going with the egg. Alright, Tony, you get to go silver box or golden box. Alright, you guys both passed up on the golden box. Coming out of the golden box was the whammy, the Funko, the Ted Lasso Funko. It is on the loose. Alright, so nobody's getting a whammy, quote unquote. Alright, Tony, you went with the silver box. And coming out of the silver box is a pack of Chronicles Draft Picks 2023 football. Alright, Chronicles Draft Picks 2023 football for Tony. Alright, Tony, let's see what you get. This is a Geno Smith from WVU. A little guy named Barry Sanders. An autograph rookie here of Darius Davis. Darius Davis, TCU running back. Alright, little autograph love for you. Rated rookie. And a Jahmyr Gibbs rookie. Alright, not too bad. You got an auto and a Jahmyr Gibbs. Definitely take that. Alright, Charlene. This is, how about a pack of Topps Baseball, the Update Series 2024 Hobby Pack. No, Mega Pack. Sorry, Mega Pack. This is a Mega Pack. Not the Hobby, this is a Mega Pack. Oh, there's a great rookie in here. Alright, how about this? Kevin Newman. Richie Palacios. Blaze Alexander. George Soler. Nick Gordon. Rafaela has had a nice up and mostly up for the Red Sox this year. Freddie Fermin. James Paxton. Cole Winn, rookie. There's an Ohtani, Japanese-born home run record. There's an Alex Verdugo. George Alcala. There's a Mickey Mantle. And then check out this rookie, Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens, future stars. Or stars of MLB. Rookie card. It's a rookie right there. Paul Skeens rookie. 2024 pack. Congratulations. Very nice. So both packs had some nice rookie pulls. Short print Rafaela, let me look. If it is a short print, it's not numbered. But I don't know enough to know if that should be the case or not, or the Rafaela. I know that there were ones based on like numbers and things like that. That I don't know enough about to tell you. The last two numbers on the bottom. Alright, well let me see. Yeah, image variation definitely could be. I don't know enough. '09 are the last two numbers, for whatever that means, Jones. '09 are the last two numbers of the number on the bottom. I don't know enough. I apologize to know about that, though. Alright, well, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, give me a second to get caught up here. Alright, so what is available on the site? Here is our upcoming schedule. We're breaking tonight, we're breaking Friday, and we'll break next Wednesday. Alright. Baseball. This is a single box break. You get two teams for one price, though. With the Astros and Rangers, the Cubs and White Sox, Mets Marlins, Red Sox Jays, Rockies Diamondbacks, and Twins Brewers. Rockies Diamondbacks. There's a Diamondbacks. Mr. Carroll right there. One of the possible hits there for the D-backs. Let's see. Astros and Rangers. Do they have any headliners listed? I know Nolan Ryan's Astro right there. Let's see. Cubs, White Sox. Well, the Cubs one is Ernie Banks right there is one of the headliners. Mets, Marlins. This one's always a fun one here. Mets, obviously Gary Carter right there, but Marlins, that's an Ichiro on a Marlins jersey. That is a fun Ichiro, authentic Marlins jersey right there. Red Sox, Blue Jays. David Ortiz, Red Sox. And then Rockies, Diamondbacks, like whenever Twins, Brewers. I don't know if either of them have a headliner, but there are players for every major league team on the list. Just wanted to make sure that everybody's aware of that. All right, just a couple spots remaining in our Centennial break. One huge rookie auto, not always autos, but typically they're autographed cards. We did pull out like a one of them was a Tom Brady rookie we pulled out of one of these, so they've been insane pulls. We pulled this Moss auto rookie, we pulled the Tom Brady rookie, pulled all sorts of cool stuff. Baseball bat break. We have 2 balls from Gold Rush, 1 bat. We just have the Rockies, the Twins, the A's, and the Padres. And then we have just a couple spots left in the Funko break. Alright, so that's 1 Funko, 1 autographed photo, and 1 autographed jersey. And that's a look at everything that is left. Let's go into our first break, baseball-wise, of the night. Alright, guys. Gold Rush. It is going to be 1 bat and 2 balls. 1 bat, 2 balls. everybody out there, you were going to put in the chat one line, 4 Major League Baseball players on one line. If you correctly guess the player that comes out of either the baseball or the bat, you're going to get a box of mystery. We'll do no whammies. Jones, I like it too. I just don't know enough. I know that I don't. All right. So, I just had a person from eBay message me, and I wanted to make sure I got back to them. All right, we have boxes 1 and 2 on the table as our placeholder for the baseballs. All right, 1 and 2. Let's head over to the randomizer. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So 7 and 3. 7 and 3. So let me grab 3, and they actually happen to be back next to each other. So 7 and 3. Coming off 1 and 2. Alright, bat. I believe this will be bat 1. Bat 1 is on the table. And we have numbers. Every number but 2. So 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are here. 1, not 2, I said that. 3, 4, 5, and 6. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Bat 6. So let's make that swap. Alright, so coming on is bat number 6. Alright, bat 1 out of here. Alright, last call on those guesses here. Jake has the Diamondbacks. Michael's got the Braves. Justin's got the Orioles. Charlene's got the Boston Red Sox. We've got Case with the Cubs and the Chi Sox. Mike has the Reds. David's got the Guards. Matt has the Rocks. Tony's got the Tigers. Show us what you can do. David's got the Astros. Case has the Royals. David has the Angels. Jake has the Dodgers. Let's see. Matt with the Marlins. Case with the Brewers. David's got the Twins and the Mets. Case has the Yanks and the A's. Matt's got the Phillies. Justin with the Pirates. David's got the Padres. Matt's got the Giants. Marcellus with the Mariners. David's got the Cardinals, the Rays, and the Rangers. And then Mike's got the Jays and the Nets. Alright, guys. Calling this here. No more guesses. Let's do this. Alright. Pirate legend. If you have the Pirate spot, maybe he'll bring you a little good luck. Andrew McCutchen. Alright, this is box 3. We'll take our little note off. Give us a little more space. If we need to reference it, I can. Box 3 sealed up all the way around. Give that a pull. Our secondary seal, I'll show you that by the shiny goodness. Maybe. There we go. Alright. We have the only guy that I know of to hit 4 home runs in one game and his team lost. Major League Baseball, there is a little scuff on the end there and to the side. But from the Atlanta Braves, Bob Horner. Bob Horner will be coming out of this. 1978 NL Rookie of the Year. And Bob Horner, it'll tell you he hit 4 home runs in one game on here. But guess what? The Braves lost that game that he hit 4 home runs in one game. That is a fact that I don't know if you can top that. All right, Atlanta Braves on the hit. Bob Horner. Did he really, Jake? He had 4 home runs in the game and they lost? Well, way to make me look dumb. Michael, nice hit. By the way, did Jake? How bad was his injury? I know they lost Carroll for a while. How bad was? Because I saw that a couple guys got hit in the hand over the weekend. How bad was Eugenio Suarez's injury? All right. Little Kutch love on that box number 7 right here. Sealed up. Looking good. Oh, that's good, Jake. They needed a little positive news, whether it's for the trade deadline or to try to make a push before at least Carroll hopefully gets back. Oh, we got a Hall of Famer on this one. Alright, TriStar on the authentication. Major League Baseball. From the Chicago Cubs, we got Fergie or Ferguson Jenkins. Nice hit right here for the Cubbies. A little Fergie love. Alright. And that's going out to Case. That's crazy, Jake. Alright. No, bat time. Alright, this is bat 6. Now, this is the barrel. So I'm going to show you this end first, and then we're going to actually swatch. Let me move it over there. And it'll be this side, the knob. Alright, Kutch, a little kiss. '29 teams are going to say that was the kiss of death. One person's going to say that was the kiss of love. Alright, we have JSN authenticated Rawlings baseball bat. We have a Hall of Famer coming out of here. Alright, guys. Rawlings authenticated. Another Braves hit. 2 Braves hits in 1 break. We have Hall of Fame pitcher. Yes, Chicks dig the long ball. Tom Glavine. Tom Glavine right there. That's a Rawlings authenticated baseball bat. Michael, double hit right there on the Braves spot. Tom Glavine. Double love for the Bravos. Alright, plus Tom Glavine. Alright. Did we have any correct guesses? Let me guess that was a Smoltz or Maddox guess then. Maddox. Oh. No Horner guesses. No Jenkins guesses. That's okay. Alright, here's the deal. I am going to give someone a choice. Do they want a 2021 or 2023 Topps pack? Alright, so one person, I'm just going to put all the names into random.org. These are like the rack pack type of thing. The modern day rack pack. And the name that comes up on top is going to tell me which year they would like. 2021 and 2023 packs are out there. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Donald! Alright, Donald. 2021 or 2023. Alright, Donald, it is your choice, and we just did this break. Alright, Donald, 2021 is on the left, 2023 is on the right. $2023 it is. Take the 21 out. I can get it open. There we go. Alright. MJ Melendez. Aviciel Garcia. Ezekiel Tovar. Rowdy Telez. Joey Meneses. We have a slam dunk win in Baltimore. Charlie Blackmon. Miles Mikolos. Xander Bogaerts. Jake McCarthy. Jan Gomes. Bryce Wilson. Yasniel Diaz. Bobby Dalbach. A little Mitch Haniger. And a nice looking rookie there of Gabriel Moreno. Gabriel Moreno. Once traded for Dalton Varsho. My dad and I talked about Dalton Varsho over the weekend. Son of former Pirate Gary Varsho. There was a Gary Varsho, Barry Bonds special we were watching while I was visiting him, and Dalton Varsho came up. They all are. Alright, please bear with me for just a minute or two. We're going to get caught up in all the spots that came in since the break started, so like I said, please bear with me here. So let's do this. Give me a second here. Yeah, I just want to get updated. Alright, we will do the Funko break. Alright, so it's going to be the Funko break. You got to see, I got to update the list there. But you guys just have to put in the one letter from the alphabet. We'll be doing the Funko break here. All you guys have to put in is one letter from the alphabet. And we'll get that up here and rolling momentarily. Actually, there'll be two new cases for this one. But I need to get caught up on the orders that have come in since the break has started. So thank you guys again. Jones with the Tigers. Michael with the Braves and the Tigers. So a couple spots that I had recently pointed out went fast. Braves and Tigers there. We got Anthony, aka I'm going to put you as Tony Ford. You got a spot in this break here, Tony. Kelsey, you've got the 49ers. That was a spot that was already up and gone, but the person did not pay. Yankees Rays going out to Daniel. We got Nathan with a couple in the Centennial. be caught up here in about 30 more seconds. Gregory! First order on the site. Got the Orioles and Nationals. And into the Centennial. Michael grabbed a spot in the Funko break. Jake has his Diamondbacks and the Rocks. Grabbing another spot in the Funko and the Centennial. And then the Friars. Steve got the last spot in the Funko break. And one order just came in. Let me put that in. Dudley. Dudley got the Red Sox and the Jays. Dudley, you mastered. Alright, guys. So we got a fun one here. And I have a few things I have to do. I have to open up a couple cases. Alright, so we'll figure out the Funko, but first things first, let's figure out our photo. Brand new sealed case. We're going to cut into this right here, right now. Alright, so that's the secondary seal right there. Giving it a cut. And we're going to number this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So they'll have the numbers up there. And now I'm going to number the photos for our use. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, so 1 through 10 right there. All ready for us to use in our break. Cold beer and Taco Bell. I don't know why that sounds so good, but it does. I've had that in Nashville after a long day of drinking cold beer. At a Taco Bell, I was able to order it. And that was delightful. And a few tacos. There's 4, there's 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, photo number 9, guys. Photo number 9. And then the rest of the names will show up there in a moment, so don't worry if you don't see your name. I'll have it showing in a moment. Alright, photo 9. Now we gotta figure out the jerseys. Which jersey we're gonna use. Alright, so brand new case here. So this is sealed up. And if this said NBA, I was going to lose my mind. Alright, pop that up a little bit. Alright, so the way this is going to work, this will be box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 at the top, 6 on the bottom. We'll hit random.org. And this will help figure it out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to go with the 5th box, guys. Box number 5. Alright, so it's going to be this box if we can get it. Ooh, it doesn't want to come out. Alright, so this box right here, box 5, going right there. Place this in the dense corner. Refresh our list now. Alright, so that's our full list of names. Last call on those guesses. Let's head over to the randomizer. If this was the 7th time, Jake would have the top, would have the letter A. Steve would have the letter Z. But you know what? It's not the 7th time. So let's do this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 times. Alright, June's going to have the letter A. Dudley's going to have the letter Z. Alright, so let me go in, copy this, paste it into here. Let's give that a refresh. Alright, June, you've got the letter A. George has B and C. Steve has D. David's got E. Steve has F. George has G, H, and I. Tony's got J. Charlene's got K. Juan's got L. Jake has M. George has N. Daniel's got O. Michael's got P. Charlene's got Q. George has R. Jake has S. Michael C's got T. Justin's got U. George has V. June has W. Jake has X and Y. And Dudley's got the Z's. Alright. Any trades? Alright, no trades, no trades. Actually, I gotta figure out which Funko. I have box 3. We also have box 5, so let me figure that out real quick. 3 or 5. Apologize. I didn't do that one. 3 or 5. 3 is the placeholder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3. Let's stay with what's good. Alright. Alright, guys. Let's use the hockey stick. Why not? Oh, yeah, hockey stick. Box 9, photo 9. Seal it up across like that. Alright, we have running back from the University of Georgia. There you go. You'll take the S all day. DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift on the carry right there. University of Georgia. Alright, the letter S. S. Jake. DeAndre Swift on the 8x10. I'm always losing it, but apparently I'm really losing it. I don't even know what I did. Alright. This was box 5, jersey 5. Alright, so there's our seal all the way. Secondary seal is going to be underneath that. We're going to go grab that, give it a slice. Secondary seal along there. I see the number 4. The number 4. How about this? Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie De La Cruz. Monster pull right here. The letter D. De La Cruz. All right, Steve. A monster pull for you, Steve. Ellie De La Cruz. And I know you're going to be wondering, it is a custom here. But look at that, Steve. Monster hit. Ellie De La Cruz. Beckett on your authentication. Definitely a biggie. One of the headliners. The taller shortstop actually used to be O'Neal Cruz. O'Neal Cruz is actually taller than Ellie De La Cruz. The difference is this guy has coordination. They both have coordination, but Ellie De La Cruz has baseball sense. O'Neal Cruz just has no baseball sense. We're not the same level, I'll put it like that. I won't say no, but he just doesn't have the same... Ellie De La Cruz has that it factor. Alright, box 3 sealed up all the way around. Looking delightful. Alright, here we go. Sealed up Funko time. Our Funko is Batman. Look at that. We have Batman. George Clooney. George Clooney. George with a monster hit. George Clooney right there on a Batman. Oh, that's awesome. Batman by the years. That is an insane hit right there. George Clooney, Beckett authenticated. 80 year. That's an awesome hit right there. That is a headliner right there. The George Clooney, it's that one right there. It's a headliner. 2 headliners in this break right here. Look at that. George Clooney. Thomas, I agree, but George Clooney might be the bigger name. Adam West, R.I.P. I thought Adam West was going to live longer than anybody of all time, to be honest with you. Alright, we have CDS. So, we're throwing this back to the 90s. CDs! Oh, the movie Batman's, I agree, Thomas. Although, realistically, what's his name for the Batman? This is Batman. He was really good. He's just a good actor in general. But Keaton was great. Oh, Family Guy, big time. Adam West was on Family Guy quite a bit. Alright, so CDS. Alright, let me grab all the guesses. Alright. G. Alright, these are gone. A lot of conversation, makes it hard. Alright, delicious. CDS. CDS. Taco Hell. There's a D. Oh, that's humid. Ugh. There's a C. There we go. There's an S. What up, John? A couple more S's. Alright. I have Daniel, Mike / Charlene, John, and Steve. If I'm missing anybody, let me know. I'll put it back on the screen so I can go back and read if I missed anybody. Christian Bale, yeah. Christian Bale, I do think Christian Bale was great. He was a great Batman. Alright, CDS. While I wait to see if I missed anybody. I I definitely don't have a favorite Superman, so I won't argue. Definitely have more love for the Batman series, guys. Alright, whoever's coming up on top is going to have a choice of one of these. Birdman was amazing. The whole movie felt like it was shot in third person. That was just incredible. Or in one shot. The whole movie felt like it was shot in one shot, I meant to say. Alright, here are the names. Top names, pick in a box. We've got Silver, we have a golden egg, and then we have a shark. 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. John! Alright, John, you get a box of mystery. Alright, John's gonna get a box of mystery, and we just did... not that break, this break. What Christian Bale does for some of these roles is kind of above and beyond nuts to begin with. Lou Ferrigno. Alright, let's see. Alright, passed up on the golden egg. Missed out on a pack of Topps Chrome Update 2024, so that's a big one. Passed up on the silver. Oh, I missed out on a pair of Twizzler socks. Look at these bad boys. Missed out on a pair of socks for Twizzlers. Alright, John. That means you got the shark. And this is a nice hit right here. How about a pack of Mosaic 2024 football? Alright, John. Let's do it. Mosaic 2024 football. There's a George Karlaftis, Tua Tagovailoa, Richard White. There is a Rome Odunze. That's a nice rookie right there. You gotta do that. Jordan Travis, unfortunately, one and done. What a nice Rome Odunze. And your parallel, look at that. That's a nice Joe Burrow. I really like that Joe Burrow. It pops. Alright. Nice Rome and Joe. Good pack. I have not. Wait. What's the movie, the Tom Hanks movie that came out last year that was a single shot? I didn't see that, Jones. The Tom Hanks movie last year that came out, it's like they're in a house. The whole movie is set in one shot. Like, the camera doesn't move. It's multiple periods of time, but the camera never moves. It's shot. Dudley, you're welcome. Something like that, yeah. It was really good with the cinematography was really interesting for that one. I was a fan. Alright, let me get caught up here. Dudley has the Red Sox and Jays. I think I put that one in already. Pretty sure I had the Red Sox and Jays. Yes, I did. Marcellus. Alright, Marcellus has the Twins in the Rocks. And Michael's got the Oakland Athletics. Right. real quickly, just going to go over this. Won't take long. Just a couple breaks with spots are still available. This is a single box break. There are 2 teams for the price. We've already pulled one Ella de la Cruz. Can we get another? We have the Astros and Rangers, the Cubs and White Sox, the Mets, Marlins, the Twins, Brewers. All right, you get 2 teams for the price. So, for example, the Twins, Brewers, you are essentially paying $5 per team. All right, Mets, Marlins is one of my favorite ones here. Mets have the Gary Carter as a headliner, and the Marlins. This is an Ichiro Marlins jersey. Cubs, White Sox, look at little Ernie Banks, and Astros, Rangers. Well, you could just call it the Nolan Ryan break, but there he is. All right, so that's a look at what's available on that, and then we have a couple spots remaining in the Centennial break. Everything else, guys, sold out. All right, sold out. Everything else. I think it's a good time to jump into a little bit of football. Our only full size of the night. Let's do it. This is a full size. There is one full size authentic helmet and one full size and one mini helmet in here. You guys are going to put in the chat 2 NFL teams, 1 line. 2 NFL teams, 1 line. One person at the end is going to get a chance at a box of mystery. One person is going to get a chance at a box of mystery. We have box 8 on the table. We also have box 59 as a possibility here for our helmets. 8 and 59. You're putting in the chat 2 teams on 1 line. One time. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. We're going to swap boxes here. Box 59 is coming out. Alright, box 59. Out of here. Box 8. Adolescence. You know what? I think I've been told about that. Is adolescence like about teenagers? Well, I could be wrong. I think I've been told about like middle school teenagers. Jones. Alright, guys. We got in this break Rick with the Cardinals. Michael's got the Falcons, Daniel's got the Ravens, Mike has his Buffalo Bills, Justin with the Panthers, Matt's got the Bears. Alright, John, I have heard about that, so I definitely need to watch it. Multiple people have told me about that. I just need to remember to do it. Matt's got the Bears, Sarah's got the Bungles, Dudley's got the Brownies, Stacy's got the Cowboys, Matt's got the Broncos, Daniel's got the Lions, June's got the Packers, Dave's got his Texans. Welcome back, Dave. We've got Nathan with the Colts, Dave G. A. with the Jaguars, hence why we go 2 letters in, because 2 different Dave G's, but Dave G. E. with the Texans, Dave G. A. with the Jags. David's got the Chiefs, William's got the Raiders, Sarah's got the Chargers, Rick has the Rams, Steve has the Dolphins, Sarah's got the Vikes, Joe's got his Pats, Justin with the Saints, Phil's got the Giants, Rick's got the Jets, Steve has the Fly Eagle Fly, Michael's got the Steelers, Justin with the Niners, Steve has the Seahawks, Justin with the Bucks, Case has the Titans, and Dave on the commode. Yeah, I've heard about this movie, Jones. I definitely have heard about. People told me to watch it because it was about someone that was about around my daughter's age. So definitely gonna have to check that out. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Here we go. Let's go. Big hit. Oh yeah. Quarterback. Mrs. Spoony loves our QBs. Box 59 sealed up all. No way. We'll get into that secondary seal shortly. Alright, speaking of that secondary seal, it is a tamper resistant tape. tamper evident. I was going to say, I said resistant. Evident, whatever. I don't know. Don't tamper with it. Then you don't need to know. Alright, there's the helmets. I believe our headliner, our helmet, a full size, is going to be a running back. Let's see if it's college or pro. It's pro, I think. Here we go. It is. We have a pro helmet from the Washington Commanders. We have running back Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson on a full-size Commander / Washington football team helmet. And that's a specialty helmet. Beckett authenticated on a flash helmet right there. Alright, so Brian Robinson going out to Dave G. Alright, this flash helmet, we'll pull that out. I'll give you a better look here in a minute. Our miniature is from the Browns. Look at that, from the Browns. And is that who I think it is? It is Hall of Fame tight end and Hall of Fame executive. We have on a salute to service, Ozzie Newsome. Ozzie Newsome coming out of there. So we got a Browns and a Commanders hit right there. Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome. And then Brian Robinson. Alright, Dudley. Ozzie Newsome. And then Brian Robinson. I'm a huge Salute to Service fan, helmet fan. Love the Salute to Service series in general. But you got the Cleveland, way it says Browns. Ozzie Newsome is a great pull. Maybe the most underrated and underappreciated person in football history, to be honest with you. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame player, Hall of Fame executive. What else do you want? Literally. Beckett authenticated. Here is a look at that full-size authentic helmet. There, Brian Robinson. Nice running back. Talking about underrated players right there. There's another one. They've actually had three series of the Salute to Service helmets. I want to say 3. Oh, you guys were talking about the Beverly Hills Cop. The commercial looked like it was going to be the funniest thing for that new Beverly Hills Cop. The commercial looked like it was going to be the best part of it all. Sadly. Alright, do we have any Browns or Commanders guesses? Oh, there we go. Seatunt. Commanders. I think Seatunt is the... Could correct me? I want to know. Oh wait, Naked Gun. That's the one. Yeah. I was referring to the Naked Gun. The commercial about Naked Gun might be the best thing that I see. I hope it delivers. I agree. And Seatunt. You get to reveal who you are. I want to know who Seatunt is because I need your first name and at least the first 2 letters of your last name, Seatunt, because you're going to get a box of mystery here. And you don't have to have a spot to break, but if you don't, I need to get your address somehow. But if you do have a spot, I got to figure out who you are because the Seatunt is in the house. I love it. Alright, Gregory, you are in the break tonight. Thank you. Alright. Congratulations, Gregory. Alright, there's going to be 2 hits now, Gregory. And there'll be 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy. Alright, Gregory. You have choice of golden egg, silver box, or a box of trash. Gregory, which one of these would you like? That's a good idea, Jake. Remind me when we get closer and I'll set something up. I'll even make a prize maybe for that or something. Silver it is. Alright. This is going out to Gregory. Gregory, you passed up on the trash. And inside the trash, Gregory, was a pack of Chronicles 2021. Alright, so no Chronicles love for you, Gregory. And then you passed up on the big one. You passed up on a Jumbo Donruss Elite Pack. A Jumbo Donruss Elite Pack. So I apologize. Gregory, you just got a whammy. Alright, Gregory. This is your whammy. How about a Funko of Ted Lasso? Congratulations. You are going to get the Ted Lasso Funko coming your way. There's a look at it. Get a good idea. Alright, Gregory, hope you've enjoyed and had some fun and even had a little fun with your whammy. Because that bad boy's coming your way. You are welcome. Maybe we could do, instead of just fancy, maybe do one of those, because that way we can get more than just like 10 or 12 teams. We can do the elimination. What do you do when you pick, all you do is pick one winner. What do they call it? I haven't done it in several years now. You pick one team, and as long as they don't lose, you stay alive. Better than socks. Survivor. Someone probably put it. Yeah, you guys, Survivor. Seat time to you on top. Alright, Josh. I got Josh in there grabbing the Astros. Houston Astro Love and the Texas Rangers. The Cubs and the Chi Sox. Alright. And then David grabbing a Centennial. We might not have to wait for your birthday for a big hit. Alright, so just a quick update on the site. There are just 3 total spots remaining. We have the Mets Marlins. That is, as I want to point out, the Ichiro and the Gary Carter's possibility. And then we have the Twins and the Brewers. Alright. And then is the Centennial. There is 1 Centennial spot remaining, and that is it. 1 Centennial spot remains. Alright, guys. I think it's time for a baseball break. Let's do it. 1 bat, 2 balls. Alright, so we'll do 1 bat, 2 balls. Same as earlier. Give me 4 Major League Baseball players, 1 line. 4 players, 1 line. While you do that, we'll figure out which baseballs we're going to use. We have baseballs 1 and 2 on the table. That's 3, 4, 6, and 7. 6 and 7. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and no space. 1 and 2 are the placeholders. There's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 3 and 4. By the way, within about 2 to 3 minutes of the break ending tonight, I will have the spots for Friday's break up. So within a couple minutes of our break ending, if you want to jump on a few spots for Friday's break, they will be up, and you'll have a little priority on any specific teams. Those will be up within a couple minutes of our break ending tonight. Alright, bat number 3 is on the table. We also have bats 5 and 6 as possibilities. So 3, 5, and 6 are out there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, bat number 5. Let me grab that. Bat 5. Alright, coming on to bat number 5. And that means bat 3, not today. Alright. Put a little baseball note, reminder out there. Alright, guys. In our break, last call again on those guesses. David has the Diamondbacks. George has the Braves. Daniel has the O's. Joe's got his Bo Sox. Matt's got the Cubs. Dudley's got the White Sox. Stacy's got the Reds and the Guards. Marcellus with the Rocks. Jones has the Tigers. Case has the Astros. David has the Royals. Caden has the Angels. Jeff has the Dodgers. Steve has the Marlins. We're going to have David with the Brewers. Marcellus with the Twins. Daniel's got the Mets. Case has the Yanks. Michael's got the A's. Phil has the Phillies. Justin with the Pirates. Jake has the Padres. Zachary's got the Giants. Matt has the M's. David's got the Cardinals, the Rays, and the Rangers. And Mike's got his Jays and the Nationals/Expos. Alright, guys, calling this here. No more guesses. Alright, guys, good luck. Boxes 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are on the table. Let's use our championship baseball ring. Box 3, a little glitz and glamour. How you do? Take our little note off. Alright, box 3. That's sealed up. Looking gorgeous. It says Peter Borges. Alright, secondary seal. Let's cut that right now. Alright. Hey! Alright. We have authenticated Rawlings JSA Major League Baseball. This is going to be World Series champion Ron Say. Ron Say. And why does it say? Does that look like a question mark? Oh, MVP. MVP. I was going to say, it looks like a question mark, but I'm like, that cannot be a question mark. We're going to have a Ron Say. And that is going to be the Dodgers, right? It has to be the Dodgers. Oh, no doubt about it. The Los Angeles Dodgers. Jeff. All right, Jeff. Nice hit. World Series MVP, Ron Say. I'm like reading that. It looks like World Series, and then I couldn't read what it said, but yeah, that's MVP. Not a question mark, but MVP. Oh yeah, so you know your baseball when you're putting out the nicknames out there. The Penguin. Goes with our Batman talk earlier. Alright. Dodgers. On. Say. Baseball. Alright, Jeff. Jeff is on the board. Yes! There we go. Box 4. Box 4. Championship glory. Sealed up. All the way. we're going to cut into that area right there. Oh my god, monster hit. This is a headliner. Monster hit. Arguably the greatest, most underrated player of all time in the history of baseball. The most, I will say, he has this. This is going to give away who this is. He was born in the same town on the same day, different year, obviously. Same town, same day as Ken Griffey Jr. If you know who this is, first person to put in the chat that knows who this is gets a pack of cards. Same birthday as Ken Griffey Jr., same town and same day as Ken Griffey Jr. First person to put that in the chat is going to get a pack of cards. I'll give you a pack. Well, it'll be this pack right here. Topps Baseball, right there. And I'll see on my end. Ooh, I lost the like. Someone didn't like this as much as the other people. Probably because I talk too much. Not Cal Ripken, not Sammy Sosa. Same day and the same town, not city even. We're talking town. As Ken Griffey Jr. Who is finding this the fastest on Google? And Daniel, that is not going to be a good hint. Alright, Thomas. I don't Google, but Bing it is. Thomas has the quickest fingers. Alright, guys. Thomas had the quickest fingers. Here we go. This is going to be a monster headliner hit right here. We have Rawlings authenticated Major League Baseball. Stan the Man, Hall of Famer 1969, Stan Musial. One of my favorite facts that I just shared with you guys. Born in the same town, not a city, same town as Ken Griffey Jr. Oh, baby. Congratulations, Thomas. Now that is a fun fact, if I ever said so. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys this. This is one of my favorite fun facts of all time. Alright, here we go. Stan the Man, right here. This is who we just pulled, Stan the Man. Died in 2013, R.I.P. 92 years of great life. Look at this. Born November 21st, 1920 in Donora, PA, okay? November 21st in Donora, PA. Ken Griffey Jr., November 21st in Donora, PA. One of my all-time favorite fun facts right there. When you win you a beer, no, I highly doubt you're going to find a better home run combination of birth dates. Definitely not birth dates in the same town, that's for sure. Now, 49 years later, Stan the Man gave way to Ken Griffey in the same town. I just think that's such a cool fact. And that's why you break with dad breaks. Oh man, what a hit, David. David, what a hit. If that doesn't deserve a like for whoever took away a like earlier, I don't know what does. Stan the Man. Alright guys, it is time for Thomas to get his pack. Thomas, the quick fingers, the quick draw. First person to at least look it up, right? A lot of the trivia I have, it's like a quick... random, but this one I was able to ask a little good trivia. Alright, this was a tough year for me to read from my angle. Alright, Eloy Jimenez. There is a Chris Davis. Freddie Freeman. Rafael Devers. Marcel Ozuna. There is a Austin Riley. Michael A. Taylor, although this only says Michael Taylor, one of the few times that you don't see the A. Gio Urshela. Francisco Maya. Look at that, Shohei. Shohei the money. And a Devers. They're now divisional rivals. We've got a Kevin Biggio. Orioles team card. Rangers team card. There is a Joey Wendell. And get up with the New York Mets. Alright, Thomas, those cards coming your way. A couple nice Devers and Ohtani. Alright, guys. Bat number 5. Bat 5. Alright, this one... It's hard to tell where the barrel is on this one. This might be a Funko bat. I don't know. But this is where they want us to open it, so... I'll show you this end first. Alright, but I definitely want us to cut it open on this end. Alright. Slice it there, and here. Oh, there we go. This will go up north of the border. We have the Hawk from the Montreal Expos. This will be a Nationals hit going out to Mike. We have the Hawk, Andre Dawson. I know, Mike, you've already hit this before. I'm going to be happy to send this your way, though. Congrats, Mike. The Hawk, Andre Dawson. Hall of Famer. Alright, Nathan and Marcellus had Dawson. Did anybody have the Musial? Nobody had Stan the Man. And did anybody have... We had Musial? Say. Alright. So. Dawson. 2 people with Dawson. Alright, so Marcellus and Nathan. You guys are both going to get a box of mystery. No whammies here when you guess players correctly. And Marcellus. Alright, that's promised. No whammies here. And you know what? I won't even bother putting boxes out there. These are 50-50 chance at an autograph or memorabilia card. 2015 hobby packs, okay? You guys tell me which packs you would like. Left, center, or right? First person to do that gets it, you know, and then we'll figure out the rest. We won't even bother with the boxes. You guys are going to get a guaranteed hobby pack here. It's essentially a 50-50. It's like 1 point or 2 point something chances at an auto or mem. Marcellus is going center. Alright, and Nathan, which box would you like? Or which pack? Right. Alright, Nathan's going right. Marcellus is going center. We'll take the left one out of there. Alright. Nathan, you went with the one on the right. Let's see if your hobby pack is a hit. Alright, Nathan. You have a Darian Cruz, a Rookie Davis. This is a nice looking card out of 200. Not an auto, though. That is a Jarlin Garcia die cut out of 200. Lucius Fox and Mike Soroka. Now with the Washington, Washington Nationals. All right, so that'll be coming your way there. Nathan, that's Nathan's. Marcellus, this is your pack. All right, Marcellus, let's see if you are gonna get one. All right, there is a whammy, like a misleader or something in there, but there is an auto. We'll get to the auto. There is an auto. There was a misleader in there, but you still got the auto. Ronaldo Lopez. All right, so nice picture right there. Ronaldo Lopez now with the Braves. Thomas Zapuki. Your auto. Jarlin Garcia out of 50. Auto Jarlin Garcia. Auto out of 50. Die cut. Desmond Lindsay. And Brett Lilac. All right, so you got a Ronaldo Lopez and a die cut auto out of 50. All right, Marcellus, those cards coming your way. All right, guys. Let me see where I stand. Oh, we are in the sold out pavilion. Sold out pavilion, Marcellus. And Michael. Michael, thank you for that Mets Marlins purchase. Mets and Marlins. And Marcellus. Maybe that was a little good luck karma. The Twins Brewers. And the final spot in the Centennial. Alright, guys. We've got 3 breaks remaining. We'll end the night. We'll end the night with the last 2 breaks being the ones we need to open new boxes. Alright, so we'll do... No, you know what? Let's do football. One of them's going to have to go now. Let's do the Centennial now. Let's do the Centennial now. Alright, guys. We have 1 Centennial box paired up with 1 autographed 8x10 photo, and we're going to have to bring a new case out here for this, but that's okay. 1 autographed jersey. Alright, for this. And I'll refresh that list here in a moment so we have all the names, but everybody's going to give me 1 letter from the alphabet. 1 letter. Go ahead, put it in the chat. 1 letter from the alphabet. Alright. We have boxes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 at the top, 6 on the bottom. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1 is on the top. Let's do it. Centennial box 1. Alright. Now we gotta figure out which Centennial, and then we'll figure out the photo. With Centennial, we have boxes 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3. Alright, box 3 for our Centennial. This guy. Now it's time for our photo. Alright, we have just 3 left. 5, 7, and 10. So 5, 7, 10. Alright, so 5. Oops. There we go. 5, 7, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5 for our photo here. Alright, so box number 5. Let me refresh our list here. Box 5, this guy. I'll cross it off on my list. guys. Now we gotta figure out what letter everybody's gonna get. Last call on those guesses. This is with the 7th time. Jake would have the letter A. Marcellus would have the letter Z. But it's not. So let's do it. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more makes it 7. Alright, Matt's going to have the letter A. Justin's going to have the letter Z. Alright, guys. A through Z on the possibilities here. Give that a paste, and now let's go in and refresh. Alright, Matt has the letters A and B, Jeff has C, Matt has D, Jeff has E, Jake has F, Nathan has G, Gregory has H, Steve has I, Marcellus has J, Daniel's got K, Charlene has L, Matt's got M, Jake has N, Matt has O, Nathan has P, Michael's got Q, Daniel's got R, Jeff has S, David has T, Jake has U, Jeff has V, Matt has W, Jake has X, June has Y, and Justin's got the Z's. Alright, no more guesses here. Does anybody have any desire to make a trade? Any trade desires? Marcellus, there's an offer for you out there. Yes or no? See no activity. Alright, no trades. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna dial it up. Alright, this is box 5, photo 5. No trades. Let's move forward. Sealed up across. Not so much. Alright, look at that. That's a sweet looking photo. We have from the Denver Broncos, DeAndre Ware. DeAndre Ware, the letter W. DeAndre Ware taking down Cam Newton in the Super Bowl. Alright, DeAndre Ware. That's the letter W. And that's going out to Matt. Matt G. DeAndre. DeMarcus. I don't know why I said DeAndre. I knew it was DeMarcus even. DeAndre. Yeesh. Peyton Manning got his ship riding the the coattails, or the whatever you call it. I can't even talk anymore, guys. Of that defense. All right, secondary too. My mouth cannot talk. All right, 2 IPAs is too much apparently for me on a weekday. Alright, here we go. Jersey time. I see an E. I see an Eli Apple. Eli Apple coming out of here. Alright, so Eli Apple played for the Big Apple right here. This is New York Jersey. Eli Apple. Alright, so that's a Matt as well. 2 hits for Matt G in this break. Alright, Matt, congrats. Eli Apple. Alright. Beckett on the authentication. Alright, Matt. It is time. Let's do it. Box 3. We are sealed up all the way around. This is the Centennial. Big stuff coming out of this. Here we go. We have pulled some bananas hits. Let's do it. Let's keep that rolling. It's going to be coming out of here. Let's do it here. Well, look at this. Future Hall of Famer on a flawless patch auto. Flawless patch auto. Future Hall of Famer Frank Gore. Frank Gore coming out of here. The letter G going out to Nathan. Nathan, congratulations on a flawless encased Frank Gore patch auto. Well, that's a cool looking hit right there. The Future Hall of Famer from the University of Miami in a Dolphins uniform. Uh-oh. Daniel, don't tell me this. Frank Gore. Flawless. Alright, congratulations again, Nathan, on the hit. Really like that Centennial series. Alright. For the giveaway, we are AGW. AGW. Not a lot of common W's. Probably Joshua. Alright, I see a couple in there. Let's do it. AGW. Alright. There's a dub. There's an A. Another A. No G guesses. Alright. I see Steve, Marcellus, Christian, and Joshua. If I missed anybody, let me know. Those are the 4 names I see. Let me get the 3 boxes of mystery ready. These are going to be the options. Did I miss anybody? Alright. It does not look like I missed anybody, so here we go. 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Joshua! Alright, Joshua. Go ahead and pick a box of mystery. We have a shark. We have, let's see, we have a shark, we have gold, and we have the flowers. And we have 2 breaks remaining tonight. Gold it is. Wait, did I say gold? We have silver, we have shark, and we have flowers. Looks silver. It is silver. I just don't know what I'm saying. I probably said gold. Alright, you passed up on the shark. And inside the shark, how about that? A pack of Pacific 2024. Alright, nice looking pack of Pacific 2024 cards. Did pass up on that. You passed up on the flower. And inside the flower, pop was your own pack of Pringles socks. Pringles basketball socks. Championship. Thunder. Alright, Joshua. Silver it is. How about this? How about a $15 Dad Breaks gift card? Alright, go ahead. You have to either message me on eBay or through the site, and I will send you a $15 Dad Breaks gift card. So go ahead, Joshua. Let's do that, and I will send it to you before lunch tomorrow. Just remember to send me on eBay or through the site an email so I can send you that gift card. You are welcome. Alright, guys. We are going to do a little baseball here. And for this, you guys are going to put 2 Major League Baseball teams on one line. 2 teams on one line. If the team you give me comes out of this box of mystery, you are guaranteed a box of mystery yourself. Alright, so 2 teams, 1 line. Go ahead, put that in the chat. We're going to figure out what box we're going to use. We have boxes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 as possibilities here. So go ahead, put in the chat 2 teams, 1 line. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6. Box 6. Let's do this. We're going to have box 6 in our break. Alright, so coming on box number 6. Coming off box 1. Alright, guys, we have Jake with the Diamondbacks, Michael with the Braves, Gregory's got the O's, Dudley doing it with the Red Sox, Joshua's got the Cubs and the White Sox, Caden's got the Reds, and the Guardians. We have Jake with the Rockies, Michael with the Tigers, Joshua with the Astros, David's got the Royals, Jake has the Angels and the Dodgers, Michael's got the Marlins, Marcellus with the Brewers and the Twins, Michael's got the Mets, Daniel's got the Yanks, Zachary's got the A's, Daniel's got the Phillies and the Buccos, June's got the Friars, Zachary's got his Giants, June's got the M's, David's got the Cards, Daniel's got the Rays, Joshua's got the Rangers, Dudley doing it with the Jays, and Gregory with the Nats. Alright, guys, no more guesses. Good luck, everybody. Everybody guesses correctly. Box of mystery. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Quack quack. The good luck box of mystery. Let's go. Box 6. We are sealed up all the way around. Secondary seals down there. Let's go, everybody. Alright, secondary seal right across like that. It's go time. 1 cut. I see a 3. I see a 5. From the Philadelphia Phillies. How about Cole Hamels? Cole Hamels. Nice hit right there. 2008 World Series MVP, Cole Hamels. That is a Beckett on the authentication. That's a nice hit, Daniel. For a Philadelphia Philly fan, that's a great hit. Alright, so here is my Cole Hamels story that I've never shared Daniel, that I've never shared in the break room. So, when I first got hired at the school I worked for, I traveled throughout the state. Alright, and this is around 2010, 2011. I told my wife, because I didn't know how often I was going to travel. I had no idea. And I had no money back then. I used to work in baseball as a scout. And we made nothing as a scout in baseball. No money at all. I told my wife, every time I go to Philadelphia, I'm going to go to Tiffany and I'm going to buy something. I learned very early on, I was buying the literal cheapest item in the store. Like $50 to $150 was like by far my max. Now, eventually I learned I go to Philadelphia way too much, okay, for my job. But in one of my trips to Philadelphia, I was buying the literal cheapest item in the store probably. and Cole Hamels was in the store with me. You know, there's like 4 people shopping in the store. Cole Hamels is there, and he is probably buying the most expensive item in the store. And I just thought that was the funniest thing ever, that here I am. I used to work in the same field as this guy, as Cole Hamels. I worked in baseball. This guy might be buying the most expensive thing in the store, and I'm buying the cheapest. So that's my Cole Hamels store. But yes, I saw him once at Tiffany. Alright, congratulations. Cole Hamels. Oh, he could have bought that. Yes, he literally could have bought that whole building. Granted, it was a skyscraper. It was on the bottom of a skyscraper. Don't ask me which one it was, because I don't think I took the... Because I used to take the SEPTA, as they call it in Philly, around to get around. I still take the SEPTA, but that's how I got there. And it was one of the exits on the SEPTA Center City area. I don't know. Alright, who gets the Phillies? Phillies for the win. Alright, C-Tunt. C-Tunt, you gotta tell me your name again. I gotta write this down. Hold on, C-Tunt. You're gonna tell me... Right, no, you don't need to. It's Gregory, right? Gregory is C-Tunt. I like to write this down, though, so give me a second. I gotta find my stickers. Gregory is C-Tunt. I like to write that down to help me remember who's who. He could have bought a lot of Philly. Alright, so for the Phillies guesses. Alright. C-Tunt is Gregory. I hope. Daniel, of course. And Steve. Man, that would not... I don't know anything about archery, so... Unless you were talking about Chris Archer, I'm in left field. Alright, guys. No whammies here. No whammies. Alright, there are going to be 3 boxes out there. Each one of you is going to get a box. Alright. Steve, you pick, and then Daniel, and then Gregory, you get the pick of the litter. Oh, see, look at that. I'm so lost there. C-Tunt. AK Gregory. Put up, down. Steve, you get the shark. Daniel, would you like the babes or the police? And then Gregory, you're going to get the pick of the litter here. And I guess, Daniel, you get to pick one. I don't know what you're guessing here. Police. Alright, Gregory, I don't know what I was doing with that. You can guess. What are we guessing? Alright. Babes. I don't know what's going on. I never do. Babes, this one. Alright. This one is your pack, Gregory. You just got a pack of Contenders 2021. Contenders 21 for Gregory. This C-Tunt. Alright, Gregory. Your pack has a Adolis Garcia. A Mookie Betts. Freddie Freeman, teammates now with Mookie. How about this MVP? Ronald Acuna Jr. And season ticket of Adam Frazier, current Pirate, former Pirate turned current Pirate. All right, Gregory, got some nice vets in there. All right, Daniel, you get the police. Inside the police. Hey, Daniel, not one but 2 packs of Topps cards. All right, Daniel. You've got a Topps Big League and you've got a Topps Throwback. So this is a throwback to 2009. 2009. Let's take a look. Hey, you got a World Series champion. Maybe we can get a Cole Hamels in here. Or another winner from that 2008 World Series Phillies team. All right, Travis Snyder. He loved his steak. All right, Chin-Ming Wong. Marco Scutero. There's a David Big Papi Ortiz. We have a David Eckstein. There is a Carlos Quinton. Shane Victorino from that 2008 World Series team right there. There you go. My dad's favorite player from that era. Max Scherzer on a Diamondback card. That throws you back a few years. I think it's a second-year card. Mickey Mantle. Chase Utley. There you go. You got your Phillies here. Ty Wingington. And you're going to end it with a Dallas McPherson. And students work hard. Alright, Daniel, got your first pack. Daniel, you got a bonus pack here. Alright, second pack here. Topps Big League. This is a 2021 pack. Chris Davis. You got AL winners. Joey Votto. Andres Jimenez. Nico Horner. Luis Robert. Luis Campazino. Trey Turner. Trevor Rogers. Carlos Correa. And a parallel highlights Lucas Giolito. Alright, Trey Turner, current Philly. Alright, Steve, you went with the Shark. And inside the Shark, how about a Bowman 2021 Jumbo Pack? 2021 Jumbo Bowman Pack going out to Steve. Steve, let's see what you're hitting on this. Alright, Jumbo 2021 Bowman. Yeah, a little junk card. No theft. Alright, Joey Gallo. Vlad Jr. Luis Robert. Freddie Freeman. Tanner Houck, rookie. Sam Huff. Dalton Varsha. Mentioned his name earlier tonight, rookie. There's an Austin Hendrick Bowman Chrome. Ronnie Mauricio right there. Freddie Zamora. Robert Hassel. Blaze Jordan. Jordan Adams. Ishmael Mania. Asalasi. J.J. Blade with the Marlins on that one. J.J. Blade. Brett Batty, rookie. Jackson Rutledge. And a Trevor Larnach. Alright, so that's a look at your pack. Not too bad. Got some decent rookies in there. No Blazers, but you did get a Blaze. Alright, friends. One more break left tonight. One more break, and then as I mentioned, within a couple minutes of the break ending, we will have stuff on the site for Friday's break. Alright, we're going to end it with a mini. Hey, you are welcome. Alright, let's figure out the 2 jerseys, and then we'll put all the minis out there. Alright, on the table we've got boxes 2 and 5. 2 and 5. We also have 6 and 7. 2, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So 2 is going to stay out there, but 5 is going to get replaced. They're both staying. It was 2 and 5. They're both staying out there. All right. Hey, by the way, I also want to mention, don't forget to take a look. Tomorrow night there'll be auctions. That will be on Thursday. There'll be auctions that end. Thursday night auctions are great. If you don't already look for them, Thursday night the auctions end on Thursday night, cheaper than any other night of the week. So just a heads up for my breaks. If you're interested, get in a spot at a discount. Typically, the Thursday night auctions are a great place to get a discounted rate on a spot. So just a 411 on that. And I'm okay with that because that's a great time for me to get a new person to join the breaks. Maybe buy a spot for the first time and hopefully fall in love with the dead rake and join our wonderful community. But I want to let people know if you're looking for a good price on a spot, that tends to be a good day to buy in. Thursday nights. All right, 1, 2, 3. There's 4. We've got 5 and 6. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then behind this is going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't number them now. I will later just to try to save us a couple moments if possible. All right, for the giveaway here. Everybody out there, you're going to put in one line. 5 players. 5 players. If you guess a player that comes out of any of these boxes, you're guaranteed to get a box of mystery. We'll do no whammies. Alright, there's 5. And one of those boxes will be an autographed 8x10 photo. How about that? End it with an 8x10 photo? Let's do it. Alright, box 5, guys. Mini helmet box 5. So that's going to be this guy right here. Alright, so box 5. Last break of the evening. So we've got box 5, 2, 5, 5, 255, folks. You know, on one line you're putting 5 players. Jimmy Connors was, yeah. You'll have to message me, Daniel, so I can remember to do that. All right. We have Jake with the Cardinals, Michael with the Falcons, Jake with the Ravens, Matt has the Bills, Michael's got the Panthers, Juan's got the Bears, Sarah's got the Bungles, Gregory's got the Brownies, Michael's got the Cowboys, Matt's got the Broncos, the Lions, and the Packers, Justin with the Texans. Elizabeth is the one that hit that Jimmy Connors earlier. Has the Colts. Michael with the Jaguars. William with the Chiefs. Stacy's got the Raiders. Dudley with the Chargers. Nathan with the Rams. Matt's got the Dolphins. Stacy's got the Vikes. Daniel with the Pats. Stacy with the Saints. Mark has the Giants. William's got the Jets. Matt's got the Fly Eagle Fly. Michael's got the Steelers. Kelsey's got the Niners. Timothy's got the Seahawks. Justin's got the Bucks. Jake has the Titans. We're going to end the night with Matt on the commode. Alright, guys. Alright, it's after midnight. You know why I like tennis? Because my balls are felt. But alright, guys, no more guesses. Alright, guys, here we go. This is going to be time to bring out Life is Like a box of jerseys and helmets. You never know what you're going to get. Alright, Donald, I got your guess in. No more after Donald. Box 2. So it's sealed up here. Goes all the way around, but it doesn't really matter because the way they sealed these, I cut it and then I just got to rip the heck out of it. Alright, Thomas, I got you in there. No more after Thomas. How about that? Alright, I see a 2, I see a 0, I see a Mel Renfro, Dallas Cowboys on the hit. That is JSA authentication, Mel Renfro, and that is going to be Hall of Fame 96, Dallas Cowboy. Alright, so Dallas Cowboys on the board. All right, and that's going to Michael. Michael, congratulations. Little Dallas, or Mel Renfro to Dallas. All right, Hall of Famer. On a little Thanksgiving style throwback. Not a throwback from Mel Renfro though. He's like, ask about Jersey. We didn't throw that back. We wore it every day. Oh, all right. From the Buffalo Bills. The juice is loose. Speaking of the Naked Gun series right there. O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson from the Buffalo Bills going out to Matt. That is JSA on our authentication. Congratulations, Matt. JSA. O.J. Simpson. Did we have any O.J. Simpson guesses? The Hurts Man. It hurts to be so good. Alright, box 5. Let's go. Gold Rush. Authenticated all the way around. We saw this name already tonight. Saw this name on a jersey to start the evening. It's going to end the evening with that name. From the Chicago Bears, we have Hall of Fame lineman Dan Hampton. Dan Hampton, Hall of Famer 2002 from the Bears. And that's going to be Beckett authenticated. And that's going to go out to Juan. Juan, congratulations. A little Dan Hampton love coming your way. Alright. Nobody with the correct guess. Alright, that's okay. I'm still going to do a giveaway here. Still going to do a giveaway to end tonight. Alright, there's going to be two. We're going to do it this way. There'll be 2 whammies and 1 autographed 8x10 photo. Alright, there's 2 whammies and 1 autographed 8x10 photo to end this night. So all you have to do is put a guess in, and you are going to be eligible. 2 hits and 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 1 autographed 8x10 photo as a possibility. We have the Shark, the Police, and the Babes. Shark, Police, and Babes. Alright, everybody that put a guess in is going to get a chance here. Alright, 7 times. One of them is an autographed 8x10 photo. 2 of them are whammies. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Dudley, you are going to get a chance at a box of mystery, Dudley. Congratulations. Will you pick the hit? Or will you pick the whammy? Alright, Dudley, good luck. If the glove don't fit, you must pick the tennis lady. Dudley's going with the shark. Alright, well, you should have picked the babes, because inside the babes was a whammy. Alright, inside the babes was a Christmas ornament with s'mores. S'mores Christmas ornament. So, good whammy. Alright, inside of the police was a flask, your very own hip flask. So you missed out on a stainless steel hip flask. So, that means, Dudley, you are going to end tonight with an autographed 8x10 football photo. Congratulations. Alright, let's stick around. Dudley, what are you going to get? Alright, Dudley, all you have to do is tell me left or right. Left or right. Autographed 8x10 photos coming your way. See, you stick around to the end, you never know. You could get an 8x10 autograph photo. Left it is. The right one, not tonight. Alright, Dudley, let me put a sticker on here so I know it's yours. Alright, so you can see it's sealed up. We're going to give it a rip, see what you got. Look at that. Look at that. Los Angeles Raider, Phil Villapiano. Phil Villapiano coming out of there from the Raiders on a black and white photo. Phil Villapiano. Alright, that Beckett authenticated 8x10 photos coming your way, Dudley. Super Bowl champion Phil Villapiano. Alright, Dudley, congrats. Have a great night, everybody. Hey, you guys all enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will hopefully see you guys here again on Friday. Same bad time, same bad channel. Batman.